Hello, all my wonderful brothers and sisters, to another episode here at African Pioneers. I thank you all for your patience and support. There were a few unforeseen events that took place recently that caused a short absence. Fortunately, I am back and will not leave you for that length of time again. Unless the situation is dire. I am ecstatic to be making content again. Today, we will be doing a part 2 to a video we have started. Once again, this topic is very sensitive. The group we will discuss today is not monolithic. Therefore, by no means are we implying that they all share the same views. I hope everybody can listen with an open heart and clear mind. This was a video request, so the demand must be met. We should be able to have a constructive conversation without offending each other. Without further delay, these are the most racist moments in Middle Eastern and North African history. In 2008, when Adil al-Kalbaini, a black Saudi Imam, was appointed to lead the prayers at the Grand Mosque in Mecca. The former Imam of Holy Mosque and a famous Quran reciter, was the first black man to hold the position. Being Adil Kalbaini is the son of a poor immigrant from the Persian Gulf, and he himself never had a lot. He was very pleased with his new position. Unfortunately, a lot of the country did not feel the same way. He faced a barrage of racial insults, with some Muslims openly protesting his appointment. I can only imagine the things that al-Kalbaini heard and went through. But he pushed through those circumstances, and as a result of his sacrifice, I believe he left his country in a better position than he found it.
Turn it up.
At a February meeting of the National Security Council, the Tunisian President Kais Saied described undocumented black African immigrants as hordes bringing violence and crime to Tunisia. He then went on to embrace the white supremacists' Great Replacement conspiracy theory and alleged that immigration from sub-Saharan African countries is aimed at changing Tunisia's demographic composition. According to sources, the president's blatantly racist comments triggered a wave of violence and abuse against thousands of black Africans who reside, study, and work in Tunisia, as well as black Tunisian citizens, who make up some 10% of the country's population. This one was actually surprising to me. I think it is obvious that we as a people are not the most liked by the world as a whole, but I would be lying if I said I was not surprised that a leader of a country could publicly say this in these times. Now, this one is very controversial, but it also very objective. The proof is public knowledge for anybody to search. Last but definitely not least, the final spot in this countdown is reserved for none other than their own philosophies in the Hadith. There are many blatantly racist verses throughout this book. It is a well-known fact that Muhammad had many slaves. In Sahih al-Bukhari 7:2-6,3, it says quite plainly that Muhammad was a slave owner. It confirms this further in verse 6:1-6:1. In verse 7:1-4, he even called black slaves raisin heads. It's actually crazy how many don't believe this, given the fact that there are so many verses in their own scripture that back this fact up. I won't get into every quote. There is a lot of them. But don't just go off of my words. It takes a few minutes to see for yourselves. Well, there you have it. Those are the most racist moments in Middle Eastern/North African history. I would love to hear what you think in the comment section below. Your feedback is essential for my growth as a content creator. Feel free to request a video about anything pertaining to the diaspora. Subscribe to the channel for consistent news and entertainment. Please leave a like if you found this video useful. Until next time. As always, one love family.